red zone against the Rams here last week, scoring touchdowns.
Sure did.
3rd and 5, Goff, end zone, touchdown, Josh Reynolds.
If the Bucs aren't going to blitz, these guys have to have a day. They have to get some pressure. This will not work if you allow those deep crossing routes in the red zone, because typically you see the defenders sort of settle right around the goal line. This is where it's always vulnerable. And
The team last week, Josh Reynolds had a heck of a game with 5 catches and 80 yards. He's got a touchdown in this playoff game, first one of this one. And Detroit's up 7. Usually Godwin, he is. They don't connect. Field goal attempt coming.
I mean, not an easy catch, one that Godwin could have made, but this is just too high. And Mayfield, we know what kind of arm he has. I mean, we saw him throw 175 yards the first time these two teams played. Sometimes a little touch right there helps the cause.
Chase McLaughlin, 24 of 29 in his career from 50 plus. From 50 even. Playoff game, so you said. You say it?
Point.
Thank you.
Play that's going to decide
Exactly.
when those timeouts start to be used or not.
So the clock restarts because the play ended inbounds. 3rd and a long one, really 2 for the Lions. Goff steps up and he's sacked. Brought down first sack of the game, and it's the rookie Kalijah Kancey who gets there. And we have an injured Lion in their center, Frank Ragnow. That is really big for Detroit as well. Ragnow, the second team All-Pro, down in the athletic training staff, out to look at him.
It's a huge play by Kancey, one of the quicker young players we see in the league, and what a move he put on the outside against Glasgow. But we have serious issues with Jonah Jackson and potentially Ragnow down.
So timeout, 4th down, we'll be back.
Seeing it so quickly.
Very much in field goal range here. Mayfield takes a deep shot now for Evans. He's got it. They'll mark him down at the 1. He beats Sutton again. What a play. Timeout. That's the Mike Evans we've seen for a decade. Tremendous catch.
So for the first time, maybe the entire game, they've been showing the 2 deep safeties to try and keep them from taking that shot. That time they rotated the safeties into the middle, and so it's a great read by Baker. See how they redistribute right there? So Baker saw that and knew it was going to be a one-on-one on the outside. And every time in this game Mike Evans gets that one-on-one, they're throwing it to him.
Back-to-back catches of 27 and 29. They've moved the ball back to the 2-yard line. Rashawn White's the back, 1st and goal. Mayfield to Otten. Flag down, Otten feet down. Let's see if it's a touchdown. There's no indication if it's a touchdown or not. The flag was thrown. Looked like Otten got both feet down.
Well, you had a pick play for sure inside. It's just a matter of whether it was within 1 yard of the line of scrimmage.
There is no foul for offensive pass interference. The contact was within 1 yard of the line of scrimmage. Touchdown.
And a touchdown for Cade Otten, and the Bucs have a chance to tie the game.
So as long as you're within that 1 yard range, and they declared that time that Chris Godwin was, no problem. And a lot of times for those linebackers, they're not used to being the ones picked in that situation. Maybe just did not see it coming. That
Todd down the stretch. Gets on a run, hits Otten for the score, and we're back in Detroit. 4th and goal, Craig Reynolds is the running back for the Lions. Goff gives to Reynolds. barely played today. Played a lot in the first game against the Bucs. Gives the Lions the lead.
Let's talk a little bit about Frank Ragnow, though. Frank Ragnow against Vita Vea. And then
10. They're dancing in the streets of Detroit. Greg Reynolds follows the O-line to the end zone.
They didn't do that. They had single on Evans, so you couldn't come in and change play and go back to Evans.
White tries to beat the blitz. Shot White scores a touchdown. Beautiful call against the blitz. White to the end zone. An extra point from a tie game.
Now they have help on Evans. So now the better play is this one. What was the song? The Sounds of Silence.
Close it down.
This play,
again. And he's on the way
I
down
think
as he
you're
throws
right. It
towards
could
the
have been
sideline. Got back
different
to the line of
if they had
scrimmage.
challenged this one, but fantastic by Luke Gedeke to get out in front of it. My goodness gracious. What a job, though, by Baker Mayfield. Staying alive on 2 plays. I want you to watch the cut when he gets up on the all-pro safety, Antoine Winfield. One-on-one, watch this. No chance. Then just pure acceleration to the end zone. And after a wild sort of defensive battle, here we go.
Let's go, right?
Here we go.
Michael Badgley. 24-17. The Lions had a couple of first-round picks. People said, drafting a running back number 12? Why? Bravo, Brad Holmes. What a draft. Jahmyr Gibbs, what a season. Go-ahead touchdown, quarter 4 of the divisional playoffs for the Lions. Ferkser out of Harvard, 6th-year man, is the second tight end. Goff looking, St. Brown, end zone, touchdown Detroit, St. Brown. By 14.
Jamel Dean goes out of the game, Zion McCollum comes in and they go right after him. Watch Reynolds not pick on the outside. It looks like a pick play. If he had made contact, likely would have been called. Didn't need it. Once McCollum went underneath St. Brown, it was game over, and the Detroit Lions have answered a lot of pressure situations in the last 2 weeks. And Mike, I have to say, Jared Goff has been unbelievable. He really has been just unbelievable. Maybe that Super Bowl experience, whatever it is, maybe it's the fact that they were chanting his name. You've got a 6'5", 237-pound receiver. Give him a chance. It's all good. Just throw it up there. Give him a chance. It's all good. There's really hard down rebound that guy is. If you're 5'11" like Cameron Sutton is. Big drive by the Bucs.
And they're going to go for 2.
Big drive by the Bucs.
And they're going to go for 2. They originally were going to go for 1 and kept the offense out to go for 2 here. Originally were going to go for 1 and kept the offense out to go for 2 here.
It's always the same thing. It's the math. It's always the same thing. It's the math that is you get it, you can win the game in regulation. If you get it, you can win the game in regulation. To miss it on the back end. I know it drives people crazy on the back end. I know it drives people crazy. It actually is favorable from a mathematics standpoint.
No backs to make it a 5-point game. To make it a 5-point game. They field for Evans. Noah Fonwu. They field for Evans. Noah Fonwu. No flag. No points. 8-point game. No flag.
Well,
no
Evans
points.
Had to
8-point
stop
game.
And jump back. Evans had to stop. And you got to make that call really easy on you. You got to make that call really jump right back through him. He just kept jumping right back through him. He just kept back there. I'm okay with it.
8-point game.
I'm okay.
Evan Tompkins is back with the nose down. Trying to turn it over. Fair catch signaled by Tompkins and made at the 2-minute warning. So 90 yards. 1 timeout and trying to stay alive for the season. Here come the Buccaneers. Tampa Bay has responded all day long. They've never led. Can they tie and send this divisional game to overtime? Or the Lions going to San Francisco?
Once again, the slot blitz, the difference in this game. Brian Branch coming flying off the edge, accelerating the pace for Baker Mayfield. He sees him out of the corner of his eye, and it is one heck of a play by Derek Barnes. We talk about Anzalone, we talk about Jack Campbell, the rookie, and it is Derek Barnes who makes that circus catch to send his team to the championship game.
4 years at Purdue, 3 years with the Lions. It's taken the Detroit Lions to a sentence their fans have rarely heard. For the second time, the Lions are one win from making the Super Bowl. And Benjamin Cap, worth coming back. He was here the last time they won it away from the Super Bowl. The first NFL interception of Derek Barnes' career is one that they will show over and over in Detroit. Baker Mayfield came in after Tom Brady left the Bucs, carried this team. 3 touchdowns today, but that pick at the end too much. Jared Goff's superb second half, leading his team, handling the pressure of the blitzes of Todd Bowles' team, as he knocks off a guy who he got to know along the way, Dan Campbell. His introductory press conference was 3 years ago today, and he set out a vision. And a lot of guys have come from different places around the league, like C.J. Gardner-Johnson, but they have come up against vets like Mike Evans of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and found a way to handle their business. And Aiden Hutchinson, the hometown hero, is going to take his neighbors on for a ride that takes them to the championship game. Lions win by 8. Chevrolet postgame coming up from Detroit in just a moment.
Somewhere on this island.
Once again, the slot blitz, the difference in this game. Brian Branch coming flying off the edge, accelerating the pace for Baker Mayfield. He sees him out of the corner of his eye, and it is one heck of a play by Derek Barnes. We talk about Anzalone, we talk about Jack Campbell, the rookie, and it is Derek Barnes who makes that circus catch to send his team to the championship game.
4 years at Purdue, 3 years with the Lions.